Okay. So the first question is, we want a clean country. The Prime Minister said that please make the country clean because, okay, you want a lot of foreigners to come in, and most of the foreigners don't come to India because India is dirty. I had a friend from Portugal a few months back who came here to our house. He spent about 2 3 days with us. We took him to Tanjavur and we showed him the Brihadeshwara temple and all that. We are so proud showing how beautiful India is. And then I asked him for a comment. How is India? He said, if you don't mind, let me tell you, if people don't know how to take care of themselves and they throw plastics all over on the road, how are they going to make a country? Right? So tell me, what are the parameters by which you decide which city is clean?
Sir, population.
Population, that is uncontrollable. What are the other?
Sir, waste accumulation.
Waste accumulation. Okay. Now let me give you the list over here. Okay. So you see, source to source waste management. That means our Trichy Corporation, from source, from your house to the place where the waste has to be put. It is being put in Aryamangalam, how they manage. Door to door collection. That's why you have this 1D going from door to door. Okay. So who controls that? Sanitation infrastructure. Just day before yesterday, they had a plant. They have started a plant, sewage water, disposable water, and all that. There is a plant which has been started somewhere in the outskirts of Trichy for doing that. That's a great news. Okay. Including public community toilet. Do we have community toilets in Trichy? But even if you have a community toilet, nobody will go inside. It will be that dirty. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And women suffer, right? There are no toilets around. Then I have to drive. We go near some petrol bunk, and then the ladies go there. They run into the toilet in the petrol bunk, and then they say, "Oh my God, it's terrible there." Okay, men, happy creatures, man. The whole country is a toilet. Correct or not? Men don't want to comment on that. Yeah. Waste processing and scientific disposal, and focus on composting and recycling and creating awareness in citizens. Okay, this is what you're supposed to do. And the question here is, which are the top 10 cleanest cities in India? Can you tell me the first one?
Indore.
Indore. The second one?
Surat.
Wow, you seem to really know the list. Okay. Indore, Surat, Navi Mumbai, Vishakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Bhopal, Tirupati, Mysore, New Delhi, Ambikapur, which is in Chhattisgarh. Okay. Trichy was once second. Okay. Do you know which is the cleanest state in India? Okay. Answer here. Uttar Pradesh is the cleanest state. Indore tops as the cleanest city in Swachh Survekshan 2025. UP is now India's cleanest state, while Indore keeps its crown as the cleanest city for the 8th time in a row. And Lucknow made history with a 7-star garbage free rating, right? So that's the news. Now, let's get into something more interesting. Now, which is the best country? How do they decide which is the best country and worst country? Who decides all this? Okay. Now, what are the parameters to decide who is the best country and the worst country? Can anybody tell me what are the parameters?
Sir,
Sustainability. Yes.
SDG,
Sustainability.
Sustainable Development Goals.
Okay. What is that SDG development goals?
Sir, it's basically like 17 goals which were framed by the UN. I don't know the year. Like global hunger, poverty reduction, all of
Why don't you do one thing, Sarah?
Yes,
Speak to
sir.
Sujita and fix your presentation and talk on SDG.
Me, sir.
Me, you only.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Now these are the parameters. some of which Sarah talked about: GDP, per capita income, economic factors. How rich are you? That is one. Okay. And how good is human development, education, quality of life? Number two. Number three, political rights. Do you have any rights? Cultural elements. Okay. All these factors put together decide which is the best country in the world. And here I find somewhere, what is India's ranking? I think 38 or something, it's mentioned over there. Okay. Now let us, I am going to quiz you now one by one on each index, how India ranks. And I want you to have a short discussion on this. So that is what we are going to do today. Ready? Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Now, the first question: how does India rank on corruption? How does India rank on corruption?
Sir, 93rd
98.
country.
You guys are freaking out. India is 96 out of 180 on corruption. Denmark is first, Singapore is third, and Finland is second. And we have beaten Pakistan, which is 135, and Bangladesh is 149. Now, how do they decide which country is more corrupt? How do they decide? If you want, you can note down one thing. Can anybody tell me what is red tapeism? What is red tape? What is red tape? Say, for example, I want to change, in COVID, I wanted to change my electricity bill from commercial to, let us say, household. Okay, because COVID for 2 years, I was not running a business. So I wanted to change from commercial to household. Okay, consumer bill. Now to do that, okay, can I do it online? They ask me, no, you have to go to the EB department. You have to put a mask, you have to go there, and you have to meet so and so, and then they will tell you do one thing. And finally, red tape. You've never heard this word, red tape? Red tape means you cannot cross the tape. Somebody inside will decide what to do.
Oh,
Right?
yes, sir. I've heard of it. It was there in 11th
Ah,
standard business
ah.
studies, I think. It was.
It's a very common top. It's a red tape. இதுக்கு மேல நீங்க ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாது. Some big babu has to decide, and you have to grease that babu's palm. Okay. Now, funding opacity. Say, for example, your government, each party is being funded. Do you know who has funded which party to what extent? And in case there is a delay, for example, they are constructing a bridge, there is a delay. Does anybody come and tell you, sorry, because of this reason, so and so reason, there is a delay? Okay. So, based on all this, India has got 96 rank out of 180. Now, you had a beautiful presentation by Rudrapriya where she says citizens' rights. In this, if you want to improve the rank, what are you going to do as a citizen to improve the rank? You tell me.
Sir, to avoid corruptions.
How will you do it? You see, you only have to think the future belongs to you, man. We are a past generation, man. Okay, we will do a little bit of job here and there, take you on some 2 IV visits and do some live trip and this, and that's all. Our life is over. But you are going to run the future. So how are you going to address these issues? Are you going to address it? Or the best thing to do is, I am taking all these YouTube videos of my students who have gone abroad. Sir, abroad, super life, sir. No problem, sir. Everything is comfortable. I don't want to come back to India. Right? So you can do that. You can go there, live happily there, because let these people go to dogs here. That's one. What is India's ranking in happiness?
118.
Oh, and how do you measure happiness?
It is measured by like literacy rate and
Life expectancy.
life expectancy.
I think there are 5 things. Literacy, okay, level of education, and then life expectancy. How long? Life expectancy is excellent in India, right?
Sir,
Okay.
GDP per capita.
GDP, how much money do we have? Okay. And how good is our health? And there is one more thing. How good is the governance? If you have a problem, will people come and address it immediately? Or will you be left on the lurch? Okay. You decide, you handle your own problem here. Okay, there will be nobody to support you. That is one thing. Is there good governance where people take care of issues? And there's a very important factor. What is that? Loneliness. It seems the old people in this country don't have much of a support. They are left lonely. So there is no social support for those people, and that is why, okay, all these factors put together, we are 118 out of 147 countries. That means in Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, all these countries, okay, in case there is a challenge, people come together. People have good health. They have money. In case anybody has an issue, it could be a tax issue, it could be any challenge, the whole governance will come to, there will be governance, they will iron out that particular issue. And people have a lot of money in the pocket. No wonder I've seen some of my students have gone to Finland and Sweden and all that. They're happy there. Okay. So once in a way, they come to India, they come and meet me and they only complain about how bad we are. What's our gender ranking?
Sir,
131, sir. 131.
You guys are too good here. How do you remember all this? Okay. Pirai Nidhi, yes. We are 141, is it? I don't have the rank number here. Okay. India is 131, it's mentioned. 131. What is the gender ranking? What is the meaning of gender ranking?
Sir, the ratio of male to female.
No, 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 no.
Sir, equality, on basis of equality.
On the basis of equality. A boy and a girl go for a job. Who has got a better chance of getting a job? And in case there are a man and woman working in a company, who has got a better chance of getting a promotion? Okay, a boy and girl, they belong to a family and both want to study medical. Who has got a, who in the family will the parents support in getting a medical seat? Right? So, okay, right. India's ranking in innovation, where are we?
45, sir.
Isn't that good? We seem to be doing well. Okay, here comparatively you're better, but can you make it even better? Okay, now it's not 1 second, it has climbed up. He says 38. 1 second.
Sir, 39.
39, sir.
As per last year. That's good here. Okay, Switzerland leads, but you are the guys who are going to create that innovation, new startups and all that. You are the ones who are going to do it, and the growth of a country depends on the kind of innovation that happens. But we have done a lot of innovation. Say for example, Paytm. Few years back, we never thought that we will have to use a QR code and you can make the money. Lots of things have happened like that. ONDC app has come and okay, in a way we are progressing and I think we are pretty happy about it. What's India's ranking in hunger?
111.
Okay. So is it 111? I don't have the numbers. I don't recollect the numbers here. Okay. But India's hunger is serious. It's quite serious and we were ranked 97 in 2016. Some places they have not done the latest report. So I think this is the most recent report, right? Okay. Now, how do you decide hunger?
Sir, undernourishment.
Okay. See, one thing is IMR. Please remember IMR. What is IMR?
Infant mortality rate.
And
Mortality rate.
mortality rate.
Now, that means for every 1,000 children, how many children die at birth? Okay. Should it be high or low?
Low.
No, but if it is high, many children will die, population will come down, no? If many children die, population will come down. No, why are you saying it should be low? Okay. Now, to the contrary, okay, when you have IMR more, the population will increase. When more children die, population increases. You know why? Can anybody tell me? If children keep dying, population increases. Why? Why? You're getting confused, right? How can population increase if more children die? Any idea? You know what happens? In poor families, if children die, okay, during childbirth, the parents say, oh, there's a big risk because by the age of 5, குழந்தை செத்து போனாலும் போலாம், and they will have 4 kids, 5 kids, 7, 8, 9 kids because they believe 2, 3 will die. But if the children didn't die, they would have restricted themselves to having a couple of kids. That's it. Right? So India nutrition level is poor. You go to the government schools and see, you will see children half your size. Have you seen that? Patrikingla இல்லையா? Okay. That's why they had the noon meal scheme. So at least they get some good rice. Well, sorry, they get some, what do you call, food. Now, if I were to tell you about that school, would you go there and help those children? Will you see to it that at least they get good rice, good teaching, good facilities? If you guys are willing, I can show you a dozen schools there. We need a lot of people who are willing to do that service, right? So this is a challenge. Okay, so you have weak, stunted children, they have poor sanitation, you have poor food distribution, right? I think I told you about a particular school where Savitri went and constructed toilets. And the school, the women used to drop out. Okay, the dropout has now decreased because of that. Are you aware of this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, see, so there are a lot of things. Just like a small family here running a small institute, if we can do so much of representation, imagine if all of us got together, what magic we could do. Right? Think about it. What is India's ranking in press freedom?
151, sir.
Deepak, you're a genius here. 151 in press freedom. But I thought our press is super here. எல்லா நியூஸும் கொடுக்குறாங்க, அப்புறம் press freedom இல்லைங்கிறீங்க. அது எப்படி?
Sir, is it because of like freedom of speech and like what is that?
Freedom of speech. Do you really think all that press is giving you correct information?
No, sir.
No,
They
sir.
Fully,
No,
sir.
sir.
Not fully.
Misinformation.
There was somebody was saying, I remember Sainath giving a talk in YouTube. Okay, Sainath is a reputed journalist. He said, journalism in India is dead, but media is thriving. 60% of the media is controlled by Mukesh Ambani. 30% is controlled by Mr. Adani. And they are the ones who are letting out information. So you will only get positive information about them. Right? So where is the freedom? So what you are seeing in the news is news filtered and given to you according to their convenience. So we are 151. This is the ranking. Many of the things will depress you. What is India's performance in logistics? And now Deepak will tell me that. But who is that transport minister? Transport minister?
Nitin Gadkari.
Brilliant work, no? Brilliant work. The kind of roads we have in India, unimaginable. Everywhere you got super. So I go to North India, there is super duper roads. Ports, congestion has come down. And then inland waterways and all that, they want to connect Ganges and Kaveri inland waterways. I get a feeling, and then you got a lot of tunnels here and there. Okay, railways, Vande Bharat scheme and all that. We seem to be doing a phenomenal job. Would you agree with that? See, where we have to complain, we complain. But where they have done well, they have done well. Right? Okay. So you see India's ranking here. India is world number
38, sir.
38.
38, right? And these are all the parameters based on which they are ranked. So if you look at it, timeliness good, tracking and tracing come down, logistics competence better, international shipment better, infrastructure better, customs come down. LPI, I don't get to what is LPI. If somebody can figure it out and tell logistic performance index. Okay, we have definitely improved, but still there are miles to go. Fantastic. What is Gini coefficient? Gini coefficient. This is not a ranking. What is India's Gini coefficient? Extremely important parameter. Extremely important parameter. Gini coefficient. Okay, for India, it's see, if you look at Gini coefficient, India's is 25.5. China is 35.7. US is 41.8. Is this good news? Is this good news? Gini coefficient means, okay, the money, how equally it is distributed among the people. Imagine there are 100 people and one man has got 99% of the money and the rest of the people have got 1% of the money, then Gini coefficient is almost 99. That means lesser the Gini coefficient, the better it is. That means the money is almost getting distributed equally among the people. And India is doing very well in that. We may have a little bit of money, but it's getting more or less distributed equally. Still, you have the Ambanis and Adanis. China is not that good, right? Okay, the rich are richer and the poor are getting poor. The gap between the rich and the poor is high there. US, though they are the richest country, almost 1% of the people, right from Elon Musk to all your Steve Jobs or whatever, your Mark Zuckerberg, they have almost 90% of the wealth. So Gini coefficient is pathetic in US. And that's why you go there, US, you have slums, you have people sleeping on the roads. And I'll tell you something. I was watching a YouTube series and there was a guy from Punjab who was there in the American television. And they said, oh, you're from India, the land of the poor. And this guy who was from Amritsar, he said, okay, land of the hungry people. You are from India, the land of the hungry people. And this guy said, sorry, sir, I come from Amritsar. In Amritsar, we have the Golden Temple of Amritsar. In case anybody doesn't have food, a college student, a poor person, a beggar doesn't, he goes there, 24 hours you have langar there. You can go and have a meal. So every Gurudwara you're given a free meal. I never knew hunger in Amritsar. I knew hunger only after coming to USA. I think that's something very positive to speak about. So Gini coefficient, should the number be bigger or smaller? Should the number be bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
The smaller the number, the better it is, because that means, okay, the income equality is very high. So India is better than US in that particular parameter. Ease of doing business. How do we rank? If you want to start a business in India, how good are we in?
60, sir. Somewhat they have stopped in 2020, I think so.
Okay. They will do it again. They will do it again. See, for example, you want to start a business. First, what do you need, Deepak? Okay. You should have a proper contract. Because if somebody cheats you tomorrow, okay, then you should be able to go to a court, okay, and get justice. Number two, you start a business, you should get credit easily. You should not keep on hanging, running around from pillar to post, going from bank to bank. Okay, then you need all this pollution permit, construction permit immediately. You can't go 6 months, 8 months, 1 year and wait for some babu somewhere, go through the red tape, grease his palm and try to get a permit. Okay, and you should be very easily able to trade. Now, India, thanks to GST, one good thing has happened. I go from here to Maharashtra to trade. I don't have to go through Octroi post and this post. Previously, if you remember before GST, Every state permit, there'll be 1,000 lorries waiting to go from one state to the other and get the permit and all that, and they have to give money there at that post. But now that is gone. But even now, permit is a problem. Enforcing a contract is a problem. Getting funding is also a problem. But I think now they are starting the ONDC projects. So getting funding should be comparatively easier. So where does India stand? Okay. Now jumps. Where are we? What's our score here? We are 63 now. 63. Deepak, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are we good in? Deepak, read out quickly.
Dealing with construction permits,
Super.
trading across borders,
Super.
resolving insolvency.
What is insolvency? Anybody? Insolventna enna artham? Enna?
Not going bankrupt.
Insolventna going bankrupt.
Huh.
Sara, I am insolvent means என்கிட்ட பணம் இல்ல. Bankrupt. So, in case you get bankrupt, who will help you? யார் help பண்ணுவா? Note பண்ணிட்டே வாங்க. Small things will help you towards the end. Okay, insolvency, there is, suppose you're insolvent, you don't want 100 people coming to your house and torturing you. So you will go and appeal to IBC. Because many businesses will go bankrupt. They'll go to IBC. Can anybody tell me the expansion of IBC?
Indian Penal Code?
Bankruptcy Code. Indian Bank, IBC. No, I said IPC, IBC.
I thought it was IPC.
Yeah, Indian Bankruptcy Code. So otherwise people will come to your house, they'll harass you and you'll commit suicide, man. Here you have the bankruptcy code, you are safe, right? Now, take the bad part. Okay, if something happens, somebody is cheated, okay, you cannot protect the minority investors. Getting credit, kudura kombu, so difficult. Enforcing a contract, people cheat you, okay, where do you go, which court? Because all these lawyers are busy doing something else, right? Okay, there are so many millions of pending cases in this country. Fine. I will try to bring my friend John, who is doing a huge work in RERA in Bangalore. And the way he has helped people in the society, okay, a woman was coming to court for 20 years on a land litigation case, and then John went and sat with her, and he found that already the case had been dealt with by the lawyer. The lawyer had got money, and the person who was the appellant, he had also got the money. This poor woman didn't know that the case was closed, and she was just coming for 20 years. Can you imagine the plight of these people? Enforcing contracts. Now, look at this. Once a dream, now India is the 4th largest economy. All that is good news. Okay, I think that's it, right? I hope you got a fair picture from here. But there is one thing I didn't put across. One last question, Pa. Okay, what is India's performance in the environmental index? I didn't put that slide. I forgot to put it. Environmental index, what is India's performance? Environment and pollution, and then you take waste management, fossil fuels, all that. What is our ranking? Any guess? Deepak?
170.
No, sir. No, sir. My God, these guys don't have the patience to listen, man. Okay, right. So, India out of 180 countries ranks 180. We are the last in the world. We are the dirtiest, most polluted country in this planet. So, that's the information I wanted to share.